Heidi ho, my crafty friends. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. So today we are going to work on day 3 of our little mindfulness journal. And my journal is, you're going to see, my days don't go in order of everybody else's that's doing this journal. And that's okay. I put them in the order that suited me. So, if that's the way you want to do yours too, then that is fine. So, I went on ahead of time and I created my little thing here for the flip down. As you can see, I've got glue everywhere. And back here, I put my little paper clip on this page because this is where I want to sew in my little journal that I made. So that's my reminder to sew it in right through there. So I want to take that off because right here is going to go day 3. And here's my little pull down, you know, for your little notes, your little mindfulness notes. And I put a little pocket down here. And you're going to hear PJ for a minute because Daddy's working in the garage. And at the bottom down here, I cut a little tiny piece of lace. Here it is. That I thought I would put maybe down here across like that. I thought that looked pretty. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to go on and put... Let me pull this up here. I'm going to go on and put my little tiny scrap piece of lace across here. Come on. There you go. Right across there. Oops, just ran my finger through it, just like that. That way it can be drying. And I'm just going to tap it into place. And then I'm going to glue this down. Now this is just like all the others. I just kind of did it ahead of time. Oops. There we go. Because I want to sew in that little journal today. Okay. And that is going to go there. Just like that. And now down here's a little pocket. This little page is going to have just a little pocket. And then here's our little pull down. And I've noticed when I was going back through there, I've stapled every one of them on just a little bit crooked. Just a little bit. They're not a whole lot. They're just a little bit. Okay. So let's turn this around. So this is the front. So you flip it this way. This is day number 1. And this is day number 2. Now, I wanted the little journal. And here's the little journal I created. It's just a scrap piece of paper that I thought went really well with this. And I'm trying to decide if I want to sew it through here. So this is how the journal looks laid out flat. Day 1, day 2. And this is the back cover. So this is day 3. This would be day 4. Come on, get down there. And this is day 5. Do I want to put the journal here? Or do I want to put it in here? If I sew it here, it comes through there. So I think I want to put it in through here, which was my original spot. Okay, so I want to sew it in right through here, just like that. And I'm going to sew it in just like I sew in any other signature. Oh my goodness, he is such a noisy boy. Now, before I sew it in, he's barking at Daddy. I'm sorry. I want to touch the edges of it just a little bit with my vintage photo here. Now, I'm making sure I hold on to the center. Now, it's not a big signature. It's just a little bitty one. It's only got a couple of pages in it. But it's enough that, you know, if you want to write something down, you know, you've had an especially thankful day or something, maybe something stressed you, you know, or bothered you, and all of a sudden you had an answer to a prayer, or someone was really kind to you that day and you just felt like a blessing, you know, was given to you, then this is kind of what this is for. And I think that's what this is for. You know, stop and think about it. We don't know what is happening with people these days. We don't know what's going on with them and the problems that they're having. And sometimes what we think is going on with them really isn't what's going on. I mean, you have to just give people, I don't want to say some slack, but really you do. You just have to be, this is what I want to put on the front of it. If it's not too big, I'm going to punch that out with my paper punch. You just really have to, for lack of a better word, you have to give people some slack. Because you don't know what's going on in their lives, and you don't know what's happening with them. Now, I know a mindfulness journal. Now, what does that have to do with it? Well, have you ever heard what goes around comes around? Well, that little bit of kindness that you share with someone, that little tiny bit of kindness that you share with someone, whether it be you say to them, I will say a prayer for you today, or you just say that prayer. You don't even tell them. You just do it. You just say that prayer for them. That could be the difference in their day. Just for them knowing that someone cares. Somebody cares enough to actually do something like that. You know, maybe they're just having a really bad day. And you're going to be blessed for that in ways that you never imagined. So take the time and do things like that. To me, that's what this journal is for. That's what this journal is for. And that's what these things are for. Know your worth. Flip it over. Write on here. Know what you're worth. You are worth more than just sitting around doing nothing. You are worth your mind, your spirit, your voice. You are worth. God made you for a reason. And that reason is what you need to remember. Now, I do not need all this. Why did I pull all that? And then another one is, what's the other one here on our list? Perfectly imperfect. And I told you that is one of my favorites. None of us were made perfect. None of us. I'm talking about me, you guys. You know I am not perfect. So he did not create any of us perfect. So remember that. Don't get frustrated when you're not doing things right. Don't get frustrated when other people aren't doing things right. Your kids, your family, your friends. Just say, okay. And just go from there. Know your worth. Perfectly imperfect. I think those two go together. Remember your why. Why are you here? Why did God put you on earth? Why did he put you here? There's a reason that he put you here. There is a reason. Whether it be to be an artist, whether it be a mom, whether it be a grandma, whether it be a teacher, an accountant, whatever it is, He put you here for a reason. And if you don't know what it is yet, you're going to find it out. You'll find it out because he is going to guide you there. You just have to keep going until you figure it out. But you will figure it out. And when you do, then that's when it'll all click. All right, so let's get it in here. Now this is just going to be really simple. Okay, so I am just lining this up where I want it. So I'm going to put this right here. You know, for those of you that don't know me, or haven't heard my story, I'm an epileptic. And, you know, there are times when I think I am just absolutely useless to my family. I have missed more family engagements because of my epilepsy, especially my son's when he was little. And bless his heart, bless my son's heart. Not one time did he ever say to me, now am I going through the right hole here? Did he ever say to me, you know, that he was mad at me, that, you know, there was something wrong? He has always been so patient with me over this. Always, always, and always. Always. So, oh my gracious. So, you know, I was blessed to have a family that is that patient to put up with my epilepsy. Because not everybody's that patient. My employer was not that patient. My employer decided that it was time that I left employment. Okay. Okay. Now, let's get this sewed in here. Now, I think I'm going to do it from this side. Pull back through there. Oops, doodles. Come on. Okay, now I sewed this in just like I do any other signature. There we go, right there. Now let's put the top on these so I'm not losing them. And I'm going to put all this in my little thing here. Now I'm snugging it up. And now, the reason I tied it on this side was I want a little bow. Maybe I'm going to get a little bow. Maybe kind of, sort of. Here it comes. There it is. And I'm going to put a dot of glue on this waxed thread. But after I tie my little bow, I'm going to take my thread and I'm going to tie another knot over the top of it first. Like that. And snug it up some more. Then I'm going to take my art glitter glue and I'm going to go right over the top of it. Just like that. So now let me show you the reasoning. My reasoning. Hold on a second. let's fold this all back up. Let's take this off. Okay. Here's the front. Here's our little signature. Okay. So it's going to fold. Get in there. Like this. Let me get hold of it. I'm trying not to get glue. I'm trying not to get that glue on things. Because I'm going to work back here still. And trying not to get glue on things is hard when you're working back here. There we go. Now I can trim this. Let's trim that piece. Let's trim that piece. There. And now my gluey piece is facing up. Okay, so that's dry. Now let's get these squishy down a little bit more. Okay. All right, so day 3. Now I want to put in my little pocket here. Where did they go here? Now I had my cards out that I wanted. Let's see, this one is day 4. I had them numbered. Oh darn. Darn it, darn it. 1, 2. Okay, my little pocket says she is strong, brave, fearful, and full of fire. Okay, so this one is going to say, for day 4, you are enough. All right, that's day 4. Yeah, we're going to combine days 4 and 5. Now, where's my little card for day 3? All right, let me find it here. Hold on just a second, you guys. Okay, I found it. This is all part of 3 right here. Goodness sakes. Silly girl. Okay. All right, so over here, in here, under Be Original, there's a little guy peeking up right there. And this little limited edition, I think that one's going to be too big. I have a little one, and I still need to punch that out. Now, I wanted a smaller limited edition out of my little cards here to put in my little pocket. But what I may end up doing is this little thing here. I may end up putting this over here. I'm not really sure because I also want to put something back here. So I might put that little thing here coming up out of the pocket like that. That way you can tuck something inside of it. Oh, there's the little one. There's the little one. Okay, so let's put the little sunflower over here. You know, I don't think I've ever been this disorganized. Right there. There we go. And now this is open. Now I wanted this trimmed a little bit more. Like that. And I want to nibble off these edges. And this I want in there just to give you another little place, you know, that you can make a little note, you can do something. And over here, as you can see, I've got the little, can you see the little raccoon peeking up? There's the little raccoon peeking up. So up here, I want this little guy. Okay, that can come off. I want this up here.
Here's your blood pressure checker, I think.
Oh, just put it over there. Thank you. Okay. And I want this card to tuck in. So I'm thinking maybe this, but I don't really like that sideways. I like it more this way, but I'm not sure if this will fit underneath it. Let's see. Does that fit up underneath it? If we just glue it at the top, does that snuggle? I think it will. Oops. Let's just glue across the top here like that. Right there. Now, let's move our paper clip out of the way. Just like that. Now, let's see if this little guy snuggles up in there. He does. He does. He snuggles up in there well. Now, I'm thinking this piece over here is going to need glued down. Right there. All right, so let's glue that side down. That'll keep him from falling out. Oops. Let's see. Oh, that's much better. There we go. And now this little guy here, just like that. And then we'll have the little raccoon peeking out from behind the butterfly. But I do want to add a little bit of color around here. Just like that. Okay, so this is going to go down, but the little raccoon's going to peek up around it. Okay. I don't want to cover him up. Now I want the leaf sticking out, and I want that leaf sticking out. Just like that. Now, this is going to be just a little pocket over here. It's just a little over here. Now, I'll show you what I mean by little. It's just a little one. Let me get the little flower I had. Like you could tuck a little bunny rabbit in there with him. Or once I get this little flower cut out, you could tuck that in there. But this was the main thing I wanted up there. Like that. Oops, I need to go around this too. I just want to get that white off. Okay, now let's tuck him back up there. Just like that. Now, over here in the front, oh, she's getting to be a little chunky, isn't she? Oh, I can't wait to add the tie on her. Now, over here, now let's put the, okay, where did our pin go? Okay, you go that way. Where did our pin go? That's not it. Okay, I still need to punch that out. Okay, darn it. I know it's here somewhere. Okay, on here, I have these two buttons that I want to put on here. Like that. So, to put those little buttons down, we're going to use this glue. And then over here, on this one, I'm going to use, now I'm going to get out my button drawer here. And I also have in here, okay, I don't want the Christmas buttons. That's not the buttons I want. Here we go. Because these are smaller, I think I want that one. Yeah, I think I want that one. But these take such a long time. This glue takes a while to dry. So I needed to do this last. So let's lay this flat. Let's lay this out and lay this over like that. And then let's put our buttons on. Now, I could also use my Fabri-Tac, but lately she has been doing the volcano act on me. Make sure, yeah, you can see what I'm doing. Let me put these up here out of the way. And I'll scoot this over so you can see. Okay, so that goes there. Now, I'm going to have to let those dry. Alrighty, so now we have this done. Now let's put these away. Now that's for the day that's behind there. It came unpaper clipped, so let me scoot it back there so I don't lose it. Now, let me get my paper punch, and we'll punch that. Hold on just a second. Okay, so here is what we're going to do here. I'm putting this, I'm going to hold this with a piece of mixed media paper, like this. And I'm going to see if my 2 inch is big enough. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So I need a bigger piece. So I guess we're just going to have to do a quick cut around it here. Now that's all right. I think we can do that. Okay, there we go. Now let's that will work. Now let's put that in the trash. And I'm going to carefully lay that over. And I want to put that right there, right in the middle of this little journal. Okay, let's put that up there. Right there like that. Okay, so there we go. Now, this side is just about completely done. So we've got our buttons over here on our little flips. So you can pull everything down. We've got our little journal sewn in, and it's got our little ornament on it. And here's the little journal. It's just got a couple of little pieces of paper in it. You can write a couple of notes. This one just flips out. See, it's just very simple. That one's got its button on it. Now, I don't know if they'll stay if I try to fold it up or not. I don't know. I don't know how well this glue is dried yet. Let's try it and see. And then over here for day 3, we've got our little pull down. And there's actually, oops, I glued them together. This one actually has the green on it, and down here is this color. I need to probably do, I should have made that one shorter, Well, let's see. How about we do it this way? How about we cut that piece off? And then let's cut that little piece off. And then we'll take this little piece and let's put it up here. That way we can see the bottom. Let's do it like that. I didn't even think of that. Okay. So let's line this up here. There we go. So you can pull that one down and note on it. And then you've got this one. So I'm going to nibble off these little edges here. And I may put a little button down there, but I'm going to let this dry here. And then over here for our day, you are enough, and it just tucks right under there. And when you lift it up, you've got your little raccoon hidden away with just a little tiny pocket right there next to him. There we go. And now for next week, I'm going to combine days 4 and 5 because of the Thanksgiving holiday. Because I won't be here for Thanksgiving. I'm going to be in Ohio visiting my grandson. So I will be combining those days. Whoops, I just dropped everything. There's the pin I was looking for. So I'll be combining weeks 4 and 5 together for you. All right, so let's put all this stuff up here together. So my next video that you'll see for this will combine those. And boy, look how chunky and cute she's getting. All right. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this. Now remember, if you're creating a little journal like this, use the hashtag gratitude 2025, and you can post your projects here on this channel in the community, on the community page. You can also post them on the Silver Sparkles community page. Pam is sharing them with everyone. And then Pam and one of her design team members, Amy, my friend Amy, are giving away a little journal that they're making. And you can go to Amy's site, which I'll link both sites down below so that you can go see. Now, Amy's only showing you little sneak peeks of hers. She's being sneaky. But Pam recently had a video out showing you how she's making hers. So you can do that. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with mine. I might give mine away also because I have no room for any more journals on my cabinet. So you never know. But I know they're giving theirs away. And you can also go, when you put that hashtag in, you'll see that there are several other creators participating, and you can click on that hashtag and you can go see everybody else that is participating in this, and you can have some fun with everybody and see all the journals and all the projects that are being made. So I want to thank you for joining me today and having some fun here with our little journal. And I hope you're creating one with us and having some fun. And until I see you again in our next Ladybug Journals video, ta-ta for now.